Well, you can tell the North people are here. Look at those white hats in the front row. Very famous for that. I was across the bay at Stanford. I didn't get to meet Lowell until I graduated, but I heard wonderful things about him. I even heard things about him at Berkeley, like the room he had with no windows, but a lot of stuff in there. When I came down here, Lowell had already made quite an impression. I think he was not a starlet sailor. He had another boat. I think it was a flatty or something. And I think they might have built it themselves. I was lucky. I got to learn little trivia things about Lowell. But he was a good, very good skier. And he took me skiing. That was so wonderful. He took me to Cuyamaca. They had a rope go. It was after that I realized I should really learn to ski and not with Lowell. Lowell had a good eye for little things about sailing. Very much like Dennis. You realize that you could sometimes pick up a couple of boats if you could plane. And a starboat was a good planing boat. So he said, Kim, I've got an idea. I want to learn to plane. So he got me a great big surfboard. And he had a big surfboard. And he took them all places to go with Sunset Cliffs. The most horrible thing is taking a big surfboard down Sunset Cliffs. We surfed that day, and I'm sure that Lowell learned how to plane, and I learned that I was a better body surfer. You mentioned that he had a good eye for people. Pete Bennett. He brought Pete Bennett here after Pete, I think, was second in the Worlds here in San Diego, and brought him into the North Sails. And I was lucky enough to sail with Pete for many years, to crew with him and the family. But I had a terrible incident. A gal came into our office down at Home Federal one day. Her name was Kay North. I said, Kay, what are you doing here? She said, I'm sorry, I have to come in here. I'm taking the money out of our savings account. I'm buying a sewing machine for Lowell. A white sewing machine. Lowell was very good and excellent and Malin. I had a lot of fun out there on the water, coming in later, seeing them first and second, and I was crewing for Chick Rollins. And Chick Rollins didn't like getting beat all the time. And he was pretty smart. He started another Starfleet over Mission Bay. So we went over to Mission Bay so Chick could qualify to go to the Worlds. But that was the start of the Rollins Bowl. And I think the Rollins Bowl is still around today. You probably won that a few times, Dennis. Malin's probably won it. Lowell has won it. Lowell was a very remarkable man. He brought another era, another level to star sailing. And thank you, Dennis, for reminding me of all those things. And it's been a pleasure to be here today, to see the family and old friends. And well, you're up there probably skiing and sailing, and maybe even with a surfboard. God bless you.